Hi guys, Lee here. Are you someone that is lacking confidence as a trader? It is not a nice place to be at all. Or you're someone that's been doing this for a while now and you're really struggling with confidence and you've been searching for it for so long, but you're still struggling. Every time you come to your charts, you take a few losing trades, the confidence drops. It's not a nice place to be. I really do understand how you feel, but how do you get confident? How do you become that confident trader that everybody is trying to find? Well, we're going to dive into what I would say one of the aha moments for a lot of people that came out of this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. You must get this book, guys. It's a great read. It's not a trading book, but it's how to get good habits, and you can relate it to your trading. Okay, now what I've done here, I've taken an image from James's book here. It's called The Habit Line. I want to walk you through this because we can apply this to our trading journey. And as a coach, I love this because it helps students know what the journey is going to be like, and more importantly, what they need to do to actually achieve a good habit and that confidence. Now, on the left-hand side here, you've got automaticity, okay? It's a word that I struggle to actually say here, okay? Now, below here, more importantly, repetitions. Now, repetitions meaning trades, all right? So repetitions, not weight training where you're doing dumbbells and multiple repetitions, or, I don't know, you're playing tennis, you're serving and you're doing lots of... This is talking about trading, taking trades. Repetitions meaning placing trades, because if we can place the same trade strategy over and over again, then our subconscious mind will recognize it pretty much instantly as we come to our charts. Now, what we want to do here is, I'll walk you through this, we want to get above the habit line. Now, once we're above the habit line, it's second nature, our trading strategy, okay? We come to our charts, we see our strategy, and without even really thinking about it, we're basically above the habit line. A lot of people would say it's been in the zone. I wouldn't go... I mean, I've been in the zone as a professional football player only several times, and it's quite rare. What we want to do as a trader is just know what our strategy is and place that trade. But how do we get above the habit line? Because this is what we're all after. This is what we want to get to. Now, there's two types of traders down here around the A area, okay? Trader one is the new trader, complete beginner, started out trading, wants to make some money as a trader, and they have a trade strategy. Now, they'll come to the charts and maybe do some demo trades. They don't know how fast the markets particularly move, if they're a day trader in particular, and they've not seen, and they've not had enough time in the markets watching the live trade. So they'll make mistakes, the strategy, they'll get in the wrong place, they'll get in too late, which is quite common for new traders. Stops are too tight maybe, and their strategy is just being developed, or someone's taught them a strategy and they're just developing that strategy. They need to get the repetitions in. Remember, repetitions are trades, okay? Placing trades. So they need to get as many reps in. I'm going to show you how to do that and accelerate that quicker in one moment. So it's new for a trader. They're a new trader. They haven't seen the speed of the markets. They haven't seen, what it's like when certain patterns set up. So it's all new to them. And, they're fumbling, they're making mistakes, as I said, but that is completely normal. I doubt many traders come into the markets and on day one are making money and got confidence straight away. It's probably impossible. Now, trader number two down at A here, okay? So trader one is the new trader, trader two. Trader two is the quite common trader. That's the one that strategy jumps. They have a strategy and it takes a couple of losing trades, and then they move to another strategy, then they move to another strategy, go on another course, go and find something else, read another book, and go around in circles. They don't get the same, they don't spend enough time on the same repetitions for the same strategy. So they don't get familiar with it, and then they don't build the confidence, because if they're jumping, they haven't done enough reps on that strategy. Okay, you've got to give your strategy enough reps. You've got to place the trade enough times to build the confidence. And if you do that, instead of strategy jumping, you can move into B. And B here is the trader that, starting to build confidence. He's starting to build confidence, or she's starting to build confidence in themselves, because now they have got the strategy that suits them. And now they're just placing the trades. They're doing this every day, and they're making the same strategy trades every single day. Yep, some still might be losers. Some are going to be nice big winners here. Or they might make a few mistakes still, but they're doing the same thing, possibly in the same market, maybe the DAX or the NASDAQ, and they're doing the same strategy every single time. Maybe start with one market, one strategy. Get really good at that, and sooner or later you're going to become pretty good at that trade strategy. But remember, trader 2 down here just jumps around, never spends enough time in the repetition mode for the one strategy, one market. And then the B trader then starts to move up here because he's seen, or she's seen, the strategy play out numerous times. They're still making mistakes, but they're getting better and better and better. And C is where everyone wants to be, where you've seen it so many times, you spent time in the markets. A lot of people talk about creating mastery by having 10,000 hours practicing. But if you practice just once a day, why not practice 20, 30 times a day? I'm going to show you how to do that in 1 second, guys, with your trading. Once we get to C, we're doing it with our eyes closed, basically. We're doing it as second nature. There's the strategy. We've seen it enough times. We've practiced it enough times. And now it's, the outcome takes care of itself. We know we're going to have a good equity curve, good expectancy, good, nice, profitable. Okay, not every trade's going to be a winner, but we're having a nice equity curve growth, all right? So you can see the trader down here, and it's the beginner trader that needs to realize that they need to practice and move out and get into B and stick to one trade. And look, and this is why I developed the color method in 2008, because I was that trader that was jumping from strategy, when I first started trading, and just didn't stick to the strategy and would try and find the holy grail. But for me, it was all about having one strategy, developing one method, and just keep on doing the same thing. And I've got to say this, guys, all right? And I've said it to students in the past. It then becomes quite routine and boring because you're doing the same thing, but it's working and it's making money. I know it sounds funny saying the word boring in trading because I still love it after doing it for over 20 years now. But it is something that creeps in. You're doing the same thing over and over again. I still love it to this day. So you want to get into C, and the way you get into C is repetitions, okay? Now, look, how do you get those repetitions, which basically is placing trades? You find a chart package that has replay mode, and you can speed up your repetitions because you can do loads of repetitions once you get back from work or early, whenever you need. The weekends, you can literally just replay. Now, there's a replay feature here, and we'll just set it up, and I'll show you how to do it here. And let's dive into it. Right, 1 second here. And we just literally are finding a time on a chart in the past where you can literally see your strategy setting up, okay? And also you can use random bars here. It is Trading View. If you can go to this area here, you can select a day, try random bars, practice on random bars. It will just pick a time, a candlestick where in the past randomly, all right? So once you've done that, then basically just set it up, all right? So we want to set up our trade strategy, just play it. And then, once it sets up a buy or whatever your method of trading is, once it sets up the sell signal to get out, exit the trade, and then get back in when you get a new buy signal, exit the trade when you get a sell signal. I know that happened pretty quickly here, all right? So this is just buy on green, sell on red in my method here at Trading College. And we get our students to practice this over and over and over again. And then when they come into the live markets, we get them to practice on a demo account in real live markets. Practice over and over and over again when they can. And then when it becomes where they they go live in their trading with real live money, they've seen the same thing over and over again. They've got the repetitions in there and they've seen it all before. All right, so the confidence then starts to grow and you become better and better and better. If you're still just jumping from strategy to strategy, it's not going to work because you're not going to have enough repetitions to build that confidence, all right? If you're a strategy jumper, you're just not going to stick at it to give yourself enough repetitions, not so much time, but reps to, to build that confidence. That's maybe why a lot of people, just don't get confidence, guys. And I hope it helps you because, it's not a nice place to be. Somebody who's not a confident trader and losing money at the same time, it's not the place to be, okay? So just remember, get the reps in, get the practice in, use replay because otherwise it's quite difficult to, the live market's a living, breathing thing, and do you have time to sit there, for a day and just practice this stuff? If you can, great, but not a lot of people can. So use the replay feature with your trading method, and hopefully you'll get really good at this. The confidence grows, and you just keep on getting better and better and better. All right, guys, don't forget to get the Atomic Habits James Clear book. Any comments, put them in the comments section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty more tips on helping you to become a confident, profitable trader. Speak to you soon. Take care.